Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am talking about multiple copies of books that I own. So do you guys collect multiple copies of books? I typically don't, but now that I have these bookshelves, I realize I do have just multiple copies of a book or special editions of a book and stuff like that. So I figured I would share with you guys and we can discuss. So first, I have 2 copies of Addicted to You by Kristen Becker Ritchie. This copy I bought off of Amazon and it was my first copy of the Addicted series. This is their first edition, and then this is what they have now. But I also bought this one to match all the other ones that I have. So I have 2 copies of Addicted to You. I also have 2 copies of Ricochet. This was their first edition. This is their current edition that they have now, which I love, but yeah, I have two copies of Ricochet. And same with Addicted for Now. I have 2 copies. This was their first edition. This is their current edition that they have now. And yeah, I'm actually super happy that I have 2 editions of these first 3 books, because it's just really cool to own something that they don't publish anymore. So they don't have these covers anymore, so they're very, very, very rare, and I feel really lucky to have them. Next, I have 2 copies of On Dublin Street by Samantha Young. This book I bought brand new. I couldn't find this one at the bookstore, so I found this one and I bought it brand new. But then I found this at a thrift store and I decided to grab it because it matches the other ones that I own in this series. So I do have 2 copies. I love this book. I don't see myself getting rid of either copy. So one of my favorite books ever, I have 2 copies of. The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is the original copy that's available now, and this is the 25th anniversary edition. I just love this book so much that I had to have 2 copies. This was the copy I read. This book I bought on Book Depository, and I'm super happy I have these 2. I have 2 copies of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is the first book in the series, obviously, and this was the copy that I read the first book from, and then this is part of the box set that I have. So I do have 2 copies. I don't plan on ever getting rid of this one because it is the one that I read from. So one of my favorite classics I have 2 copies of, and that is The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. This is the copy I read. Love this cover. It's such a classic cover. This cover is from the Arcturus edition. These you can find at Indigo usually. And I just have a bunch of classics in this edition, and so I had to get my favorite classic in this edition. So I'm really, really happy to have both of these. A classic that I have 2 copies of that I have not read yet is Jane Eyre. So this is the first copy that I bought for myself, and I read about half of it and put it down, never picked it up. But as I said with The Great Gatsby, I found this edition in the Arcturus editions, and I just had to get it as well because I just had to. And yeah, I don't see myself getting rid of either one of these, but I might get rid of this one at some point. But it's super floppy that I don't want to get rid of it, but then I love this one too, so I don't know. I don't know if this necessarily counts as multiple copies, but I have Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, and then I have the 10th anniversary edition one. I feel this kind of counts because it is the same story. There's just more bonus content in this one, but they're still the same thing. But yeah, I know a lot of people hate these covers, but I actually really like them. I just find them to me, they scream Vampire Academy. When I see them, I'm that's Vampire Academy. I don't know. But I also love this pretty new edition that they have for the 10th anniversary. Super pretty. It's also massive. I have 3 copies of one book for no reason. I don't know why. So I have City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. Then I have a mass market paperback of City of Bones. This I got at a screening of The Host back in the day, and I went to go see The Host and they were giving free copies of this, so I grabbed 2, saved one for myself, gave one to a friend. But I don't think I've ever read City of Bones in this mass market paperback. I don't think I've seen this book in a mass market paperback edition before. So this could be very rare, but I have one. And then I also have the 10th anniversary edition. Yes. Which is gold and pretty. I feel like this counts, but it also has bonus content in here. So it has like a bunch of pictures and there's like art. It's super pretty. I love this edition. I'm so happy I have it. And you can probably tell from up there, I do have multiple copies of the 50 Shades books. I have the original copies, and then I have the movie covers. 50 Shades Darker. My lights are like blinding the book. And then I also have 50 Shades Freed. So those are all my books that I have multiple editions of or multiple copies of. Let me know what books that you have multiple copies of. I'd be really curious to know. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, follow me on all my other social media, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!